Down to Science, Unit 1, Food. Spoilage of food. Food spoilage means the original nutritional value, texture, and flavor of the food has been damaged and the food has become unsuitable for eating. We can notice such changes from the taste and smell of the spoiled food. The change in the normal state of the food is called the spoilage of food. Food items like fruits, vegetables, meat and milk will be fresh for a very short time. These are called perishable foods and they get spoiled easily. Causes. Food can be spoiled by factors like air and oxygen, moisture, enzymes, microorganisms, light and temperature. Air and oxygen. When oxygen reacts with the food contents, it produces changes in the color and flavor of the food. Moisture. Moisture keeps the food fresh. When the moisture is gone, vegetables and fruits shrink. Due to evaporation, moisture loss occurs in food like meat, fish and cheese. Enzymes. Enzymes break down the tissues and components of the food in different ways like oxidation, browning and ripening. So the food items decay. Microorganisms. Microorganisms such as fungi, yeast and bacteria can grow well in low temperatures. They multiply in food and spoil them. Light. Light produces color changes and also vitamin loss. Temperature. Sometimes rise in temperature causes food spoilage. Effects. Spoiled foods are not suitable to eat. They may not be fresh and tasty. Sometimes it will be harmful to consume them. Microorganisms present in spoiled foods may cause foodborne diseases like stomach pain, fever, dysentery, vomiting and indigestion. Preservation of food. We cannot eat spoiled food. So what should we do? We should try to preserve our food. The process of keeping the food materials for a long time without getting spoiled is called preservation of food. There are many methods used to prevent, delay and reduce the spoilage of food. Food preservation method. There are many people suffering in the world without food. So, we need to protect and preserve the food. We put preservatives in food items to keep them fresh for longer duration. Drying. It is the removal of water content from the food by drying it in the sunlight. Example, grains. Addition of salt. When salt is added to food, it removes the water from the food. Example, fish, pickles. Addition of sugar. When sugar is added to food, it dissolves in water content of the food and preserves the food items from spoilage. Example, jam, fruit juice. Freezing. The microbial growth and the enzyme activity on the frozen food items can be prevented by this method. Example, fruits and vegetables. Boiling. It kills the microorganisms present in the food materials. Example, milk, water. Canning and bottling. In this method, food is packed in airtight cans so that germs do not grow on them. Example, milk powder. Addition of chemical preservatives. Chemical preservatives are added to stop the growth of microorganisms in certain food materials. Example, sodium benzoate is added with fruits, sulfur dioxide is added with dry fruits, vinegar is added with pickles. Do you know? While purchasing packed food items, we should check the following details: manufacture date, expiry date, ingredients, energy content of the food material. Purpose of food preservation: to retain the color, taste, and nutritive value of the food, to make food available throughout the year, to prevent the growth of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi in the food items, to reduce the wastage of food materials. Preserving food not only protects our health but also makes food available to the people who need it. Next is obesity. Obesity and overweight are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation in the body that may affect the health. Obesity is most commonly caused by excessive food intake, lack of physical activity, and also genetic reasons. Obese people take more food but work very less. When they eat more and work less, excess energy is accumulated as fat and creates problems. Obesity increases the likelihood of heart diseases, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Prevention. Eating healthy foods and having regular physical activity can reduce obesity and overweight. It is important that you maintain proper weight in the young age. In order to avoid obesity and overweight, you need to do the following. Avoid fast foods, fried items, and meat with more fat. Eat fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts. Do regular physical exercises. Don't play games in computer and mobile phones. Have proper sleep time. Body mass index. People are generally classified as obese and overweight based on body mass index. Body mass index is obtained by dividing as a person's weight in kilograms by the square of his height in meters. If the BMI is over 30, people are said to be obese, and the range of 25 to 30 denotes overweight. BMI of a person with 60 kg and the height of 190 cm can be calculated as below. Next is disease. A disease is an abnormal condition that affects a living organisms. This abnormal condition affects the structure and function of the organism. Diseases may be caused by external factors as well as internal dysfunction. Each disease has symptoms. We come to know about the disease from their symptoms. Causes of diseases. Diseases are caused by microorganisms like bacteria, virus, protozoa, and fungi. They are transmitted by insects and also through contaminated air and water. Some diseases are caused when the function of the organ is affected. Causes of diseases can be classified as metabolic factor, example diabetes, genetic factor, example color blindness, microorganisms, example bacterial diseases, nutritional factors, example marasmus, environmental factor, example cholera. Types of diseases. There are four main types of diseases. They are infectious diseases, hereditary diseases, physiological diseases, deficiency diseases. Infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are caused by microorganisms which invade our body and multiply inside them. These diseases are spread from one person to another. Example, common cold. Hereditary diseases. Hereditary diseases occur due to abnormalities in the gene. These diseases are passed from parents to children. Example, heart disease. Physiological diseases. Physiological diseases which are caused due to malfunction of the body organs are called physiological diseases. Example, asthma. Deficiency diseases. A diet which contains all essential nutrients in correct proportion is indispensable for maintaining good health. Deficiency in one or more of the nutrients cause various diseases. These are called deficiency diseases. Protein deficiency diseases. Marasmus and Kwashiorkor are the protein deficiency diseases. In marasmus, the child loses weight and will appear as though bones are covered by skin. In Kwashiorkor, the child develops an enlarged belly with swollen face and feet. By eating protein-rich foods like egg, milk, fish, and green leafy vegetables, we can avoid protein deficiency diseases. Vitamin and mineral deficiency diseases. Certain diseases are caused by deficiency of vitamins and minerals. By eating vitamin and minerals rich food items, we can avoid these diseases. The following table gives some of the diseases caused by deficiency of vitamins and minerals and the food items which rectify them. Vitamin A, night blindness, food containing vitamin and minerals, egg, milk, carrot, papaya. Vitamin B, beriberi, food containing the vitamins and minerals, milk, peas, cereals, green vegetables. Vitamin C, scurvy, amla, orange, lemon, tomato. Vitamin D, rickets, sunlight, milk, egg, fish. Vitamin E, sterility, apple, wheat, green vegetables. Vitamin K, hemorrhoid, green vegetables, tomato, cabbage. Iodine, goiter, iodized salt, vegetables. Iron, anemia, cashew nuts, beans and lentils, spinach. Food pyramid. Food pyramid is designed to make healthy eating. Depending upon our work, age and sex, the requirement of various nutrients vary from person to person. It shows the different food groups and how much of each we need to have for a healthy diet. For example, growing children need more proteins in their food. People doing hard physical work such as labor needs more carbohydrate and fats in their diet. Eating healthy breakfast helps to improve concentration and it boosts metabolism. Balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day is our diet. For growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities. Such a diet is called balanced diet. Some major food items are given in the table below. Carbohydrates, that is honey, sugarcane, fruits, whole grains, vegetables, rice. Proteins, legumes, pulses, nuts, soya bean, green leafy vegetables, fish, egg, milk. Fats, egg yolk, saturated oil, meat. Do you know? Spinach and ponnangani keerai are some of the low-cost, highly nutritive food materials. They contain more minerals, vitamins, fibrous nutrients available in all seasons. Kitchen safety. Kitchen is an important place in our homes. We prepare our food in the kitchen. We use gas cylinders for cooking. Some of us may use electric stoves. The equipments and the environment in the kitchen may be little dangerous, so we need to be cautious and careful. Gas. Gas catches fire easily. Once gas is leaked, there may be dangerous consequences. So, we need to be careful while handling cylinders. Electrical appliances. An electrical appliance is a device that uses electricity to perform a function. Do not operate electrical appliances with wet hands because it leads to electric shocks. Fire. Do not keep the inflammable materials like kerosene etc. near the stoves. In case of person's clothes catching fire, covers the person with thick blanket or carpet. If kerosene or oil captures fire, use sand to put off the fire. If solid materials like wood catches fire, use water to put off the fire. If an electrical appliance catches fire, unplug the appliances and disconnect the electricity. Use proper fire extinguishers to put out the fire. Burns. In case of minor burns, the burnt area should be held under cool running water for some time and proper medical treatment should be given. Any blister, if formed, should not be pricked. Do you know? In order to avoid fire, any one of the following sources is removed. Cut off the fuel, cut off the air supply, lower the temperature. Hope you have learnt about the spoilage of food and the food preservation method, deficiency disease and the prevention methods, obesity, the method of calculation of BMI, importance of balanced diet, and also the safety measures to be followed in the kitchen. Thank you.